Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Unpopular Review.
Thank you all for clicking on our faces.
New flag with all that.
Okay, so I wrote down some notes.
Shots do that. I don't want to sit too hard. That's twice. That'll probably go over about as well as Colonel Dippy.
Because there was no Jay White side.
Okay, just straight up gangbanging.
This story has been fit. You gotta pay that attention.
So Unpopular Review does not. What is the CEO of, Chris? Jesus, golly. Let's start the show. We have a movie. It's my pick. This is my last pick for a while when it comes to Thursday. It's called The Proposal as we end our theme of this week. Of rom-coms, not this week, but this month. Hey, I might have released all of it in 1 week. Who knows? But the bottom line is we are here to talk about it. We're interested in it. I was interested in it, and I'm interested to talk about it. Let's find out what that movie is.
I understand the predicament, but there is something that you should know. We're getting married.
Who is getting married?
You and I are getting married. Yes.
We are.
Getting married.
We are getting married.
Yes. Can't fight a love like ours. So, are we good?
How can you be around someone who made your life so miserable?
Sweetie, honey, some proposals change you.
Why don't you get married here tomorrow?
Let's see a kiss.
Why don't you just do it really fast?
For better or worse.
Give her a real kiss.
The Proposal.
Tonight's broadcast has been commandeered by the secret society No Man, National Organization of Men Against Amazonian Masterhood.
I love it. I love it. No Man, we're here with the four people of No Man, which is myself, Mike Knotts, and Vic. Talk about The Proposal, which is a movie starring Sandra Bullock as well as Ryan Reynolds about a boss who needs to get married for her green card, so decides to have one of her assistants marry her. But to do that, they have to go spend the weekend, crazy weekend with some people. Let's go ahead and talk about it. Hey, this movie was entertaining. A little bit, I won't say it's going to be a classic to me anytime soon, but we'll talk more about it. We'll talk more about that when we get to our thumbs up, thumbs down. But Mike Knotts, let's start off with you. What did you think about this movie? What are your likes? What are your dislikes?
I dislike the fact that I had to watch it. I dislike the fact that I've never wanted to watch it and had to watch it. But I like the fact that, as y'all know what I'm going to say here is why we love Unpopular Review Entertainment. I got to see something I never wanted to watch. I had any interest in. Off the strength of Deadpool and having my share of that and, not being the biggest Ryan Reynolds fan outside of, say, Van Wilder, which to me, if you get Van Wilder, you get Deadpool. But to see this, Sandra Bullock, I was pleasantly surprised by this film. And I found myself laughing and chuckling, and more than just ha, 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 he, and I actually found myself laughing. Now, first of all, you got fucking Betty White in this motherfucking movie, so therefore, I pass the baton to Vic. Betty White's in it. How could it not be good?
Facts. That's a key point. Betty White did her thing in this movie. But the movie was interesting because in the beginning of the movie, when she first found out she was going to get deported, she was just like, I'm not even an immigrant. And it was just like, okay, that's the thought process. Hilarious. But yeah, it just took her by surprise how she pretty much just overlooked this whole process, like just the process of immigration in this country. And she had to go through this whole thing with a sham marriage and all of that. It was quite interesting because, you don't necessarily see that perspective, especially with Canadians. A lot of times, you don't even think about Canadians having to deal with immigration. You know what I mean? It's like they're an extension of America. But yeah, that whole thing was interesting, and like it speaks to a lot of people's realities when it comes to just getting married for papers. Um, but the other thing that I liked is that they pretty much just put a bunch of funny people together: Ryan Reynolds, Betty White, and just the rest of the cast. Like they all just they hit it well, and it was a funny story. And then it was a story about how this lady pretty much just got her compassion back because she was booked as like this hardcore, super selfish person because she's been alone since she was 16, and then she finally saw a family of people that care about each other, and then she started feeling bad and then started caring about people. So it was interesting, because I wonder what would have happened if this never happened to her. So she ended up becoming a better person. So it was cool. It was cool. It was a nice. It's definitely a Netflix and chill movie. You know what I mean? To like half watch. You feel me?
Rom-com was the must pick, and this was picked by none other Mike Knotts. Mike, did this movie classify as a rom-com that you were interested in?
Compared to the other ones that we had, I picked my Big Fat Greek Wedding. Vic had us watch this terrible movie called Which Brings Me to You. And then we got this movie here called The Proposal. And again, what a person likes, what a person likes. Some people like Which Brings Me to You. I just wasn't a fan of the acting or the storyline in it. But this was definitely rom-com because what a rom-com is are you laughing? Is it romantic? I mentioned this about Which Brings Me to You, right? No one's attractive. No one's going to say that Ryan Reynolds or, Sandra Bullock isn't attractive. You know what I mean? I've been hooked on Sandra Bullock since since Speed. I thought she was cute. And then I thought she was even cuter in Judge Dredd. I am not Judge Dredd. I'm sorry. Help me out. Sylvester Stallone and
Speed?
no,
Judge
Sylvester
Dredd.
Stallone. Huh?
Wasn't it Judge Dredd?
No, it wasn't Judge Dredd. It was
Sylvester
Judge Dredd is
Stallone
I Am the Law. With him, Judge Dredd, and then Wesley Snipes.
Demolition Man.
Demolition Man. No, it's not Demolition Man. I know you're wrong
Time
about that.
Cop?
Huh? Don't worry about it. But since that movie, I've been loving her since then. We'll come up with it before we got here. But I thought this was funny. I thought they laughed. They fell in love at the end. And that's what a rom-com's about, getting to the story of romanticism. And I thought this was that in a funny way. And I thought he did a good job on that.
Demolition Man. I'm sorry, I was determined to find out. I was
Demolition Man.
I know you told me
I was thinking about what's the one with Arnold in it? That's The Running Man. But yes, Demolition Man was the name of the movie. Yes.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to take a quick commercial break. When we come back, more proposal to talk about. Stay with us. You're watching Unpopular.
Right. And mind you, here's the thing. Here's the other thing. But you know what I mean? Nobody's bomb. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying?
You know what I mean? So like,
you know what I mean? It's not.
You know what I mean? So clear. You know what I mean?
The other.
You know what I mean?
You know what I mean? Come on.
Yeah, you know what I mean? And you know what I mean?
You know what I'm saying? Thumbs up, man. Thumbs up. I talk too much. Sorry.
Lots of interesting movies coming up here at Unpopular Entertainment on Thursdays as well as Tuesdays. And shout out to our newest co-host, Freckle Sensei, joining us for UPRE Thursdays. Now, let's go ahead and talk about. Let's give it our final analysis as well as thumbs up, thumbs down. Vic, we'll start off with you this time. Thumbs up, thumbs down.
I give it a thumbs up. It was pretty entertaining. I laughed quite a bit, especially at that nude episode, that nude spot. That was funny when like she was dealing with the dog and coming out the bathroom, and then and he's like listening to music, and all of a sudden, bam, they're like right on top of each other, assed out. That shit was hilarious, And then just Betty White being the sweet back grandmother and saying all kinds of wild shit. That was fun. It was a fun movie. I enjoyed it. Thumbs up.
Wow, will this be the first one of a rom-com? Because I know he gave it a thumbs up. I've already said is this may be an emotional moment for me here, guys. I know I am a faithful member.
Tonight's broadcast has been commandeered by the secret society No Ma'am, National Organization of Men Against Amazonian Masterhood.
But I have to give this movie a thumbs up. I highly enjoyed. I said here, what I hate about watching films, Vic, is that when we're watching them, we're preparing to do a show. I be wanting to call y'all and spoil what I'm gonna give the show away. Like, even if I hate it, right? There's sometimes I call Chris like, "What the fuck are we watching?" You know what I'm saying?
Hilarious.
Like, and there's times I said no, no, and I was very highly surprised. I enjoyed this movie a lot. Thumbs up for me. I really, really enjoyed it.
Oh, wait a minute. You know what? I really enjoyed it as well. It Takes Two to Make a Thing Go Right. I love how like they made that song such a thing in this movie.
You know what it is for me with that song? It Takes Two. It's tricky. And DMX, y'all gonna make me lose my mind. It's so widely loved. I can't stand those songs no more. It's like
like Baby Got Back.
Like, yeah, like Baby Got Back. Like, we didn't really like that song like that in the first place. You know what I mean? Which is like, oh, he made a song about Baby Got Back. You know what I mean?
Like
and it became more of
theme.
It became more of a, a safe song, if you will, so to speak. You know what I mean? I bet you they're not playing "Fuck the Police."
Nah. I mean, not outside of the headphones.
You know what I'm saying?
But
They're not even playing. I wanna rock right now. You know, nobody playing no Luke.
Yeah.
But that's a safe song, and I hate those songs now. I can't stand them.
That's funny. But yeah, man, It Takes Two.
Thumbs up for me. Let's just cut to the chase. Thumbs up for me for this movie, The Proposal. I thought it was a very entertaining movie, very funny movie. I enjoyed every second of it. Will I watch it again? Probably not. But it did do what it needed to do, and that's entertaining. So thumbs up for me. Ladies and gentlemen, thanks so much for watching us here at Popular Review Entertainment on Thursdays. For Mike Knotts, for Vic, I'm the Executive Consultant. Once again, thanks for watching. And we'll see you next time right here on Popular Review Entertainment. Good night, everybody.